Hi Macy, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you here.
Nice to see you.
Okay, last time we talked about your relationship and how you felt like you were missing part of the relationship and that you guys weren't doing the things that you used to do and you both got new jobs. So, has anything happened differently since last session?
Yes, a lot actually. So I actually had a deeper conversation with him about what was going on and how I was feeling. And he was a little more receptive and he did um, kind of let me in as to why the relationship was kind of going the way that it was going. So I felt better in knowing that, I felt heard and I felt like he was able to open up so I can see his situation for what it is and not just me guessing, about, like, is it me? Is it the job? Is it, are we tired of each other? Like, is it fizzling out? So, yeah, so yeah, we had that open communication and it felt great. It really did. It felt great. But
So I did hear you. You were able to have a conversation, and he opened up with you, and it felt really good to you. And can you tell me a little bit more?
yes, so after the conversation, he was, he kind of felt bad that he had made me feel that way. So we decided that we'd have like a night out on the town, just the two of us. So we planned like a last minute vacation. We went to Orlando and we hung out and it felt like old times. It felt like everything was back to normal. We were laughing, giggling, flirting again, which is nice. um, yeah, things turned around for the better, but there's still that ounce of doubt
Down.
within me. Yes, doubt. It's like there's still something that's not all the way there for me, and I don't know how to pinpoint it exactly, but I do know that it is. I know how I am. I'm one of those people. It's gonna build up and it's just gonna explode one day. So
It's going to build up.
yes, build up. Like I'm one of those people, and I know it sounds crazy because I expect him to come to me and talk to me about things, but I tend to internalize some things before I put them out there, but sometimes I internalize them way too much. So it's like I'm sitting here pondering what I need to do, how I can approach it, why am I feeling like this, and doubting, like, is it me, is it him? Like there's that little ounce of doubt that I'm feeling, and I just don't want it to get to the point of me exploding on him and just being like, like possibly ending our relationship. I don't want it to get to that point.
So it sounds like you're still a little bit unsure about what's going on, and you are still wondering, what's going through his mind. Is that correct?
Yes, but on the surface, on the surface, it seems like he's doing everything right, like he is more attentive to me. But I don't know if sorry, there's that, I just feel like something else is missing from our relationship. Um,
And you're not sure what that could be.
exactly, I am not sure. It's almost like that woman's intuition to where you feel like something is wrong, but you don't exactly know what it is. You don't really know, like, is it just me, like, overthinking things? Am I overdoing something? Or is he still, like, in the back of his mind, like, what's going on type thing? It's just an unsettling feeling that I'm getting. Even though he has put forth a little bit of effort. Like I said, we took that last minute vacation and it was awesome. But when we got back, I just felt like there was still something missing there.
So you feel that you can still connect because you went out that one time and you had a really nice time, but you still feel that something is missing. What would you like to see happen?
I would like for, I have to ponder on that for a second. I would honestly like to feel 100% secure with him again. I just feel like, given what we've gone through, even though we spoke about it and he was open, and he ended up telling me that the reason our relationship was suffering was not only his job, but that I was being overbearing. Well, he felt that I was being overbearing, at least. I still don't think that I was being overbearing. I think that I was just being who I am.
Overbearing. What do you mean by that?
Overbearing, like, to him, he felt like I was nagging him to, like, do the things that we used to do. He felt like I kept trying to push us to do things and it didn't feel natural to him. He feels like it should be just natural, like just something that happens, like,
Sure.
If we're gonna go canoeing, we're gonna wake up and we're just gonna feel like going canoeing, but it was never like that, like, he just wants things, he just feels like things should just happen and I shouldn't be the one to force them to happen. He feels like I'm trying to push things along too fastly.
So he's going a little slower in the relationship is how you feel, and you're ready to move forward.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to, I guess, come to terms with. I've never really thought of it that way. Maybe that is. Yeah, definitely. Wow.
Come to terms with, what do you mean?
I guess I've just never really seen it that way. I've never really seen it as I'm ready for us to be at a specific point in our relationship, and he's just not ready. And even though we had our talk, he never articulated that. I just figured the overbearing thing was, I guess, overbearing and trying to push it along too fast go hand in hand.
Overbearing.
Yeah. Like with me pushing us to try and do things and basically trying to push our relationship along, like you were saying. Wow.
What do you feel that you could do right now?
As in, like, fixing.
Well, what do you think you could do right now to get the relationship back to where you would like it to be?
I could, I guess, slow down and meet him where he's at. Yeah, I could also maybe let him come up with some things to do and not always be the one to be like, oh, let's do this, or we should go and do this tonight. Maybe I should back off and just let him decide and plan something and not have to feel like I have to beat him to it. Maybe that will help take some of the pressure off of him. It could also take the pressure off of me because I felt like I was losing him, So maybe now that I know that he's not necessarily fed up with me, he just feels like I'm putting him under pressure, maybe that will make me feel better knowing that, okay, it's not me, it's just maybe I'm moving too fast. That's something that's totally easy, like I can totally back off and be okay with that as long as he doesn't plan to leave, so that, wow.
So I hear you saying that you think that you could back off some and let him take more of the lead?
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. And what I'm feeling might reconcile our relationship.
What are you feeling?
At the moment I'm feeling hopeful. At the moment I'm feeling hopeful that things can and they will turn around. So thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad you can feel that way. Well, that's good. That's good.
But Yeah, I do feel better about it. I feel more hopeful. I feel a little more at ease about it too, because that's something that can be fixed.
Sounds like in your voice that, and your tone, that takes a lot of pressure off of you. And I could just see when you blew out like that, it was like a release of just really pressure was on you. So well, that's good.
Yeah, it was. It really was. I feel a lot better, and a lot hopeful. A lot more hopeful, I should say. Yeah.
Good. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm stuck again. Okay, so you're feeling hopeful. In that, what would you like to see happen now?
Well, I guess I would like to see him stepping up. Like if I am going to take a step back from the relationship, I would like to see him actually step up and not necessarily, go at the pace that I was going. I'm not expecting him to, step up and take the reins in the whole entire relationship, because a relationship is 50-50. So, like being that I'm taking a step back, I would just like to see that he is going to pick up slack, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
When you say step up, what is that exactly?
I would just like to see him take more initiative in our relationship.
Okay.
More initiative and be a little more assertive as well. I would like to see him actually planning things and asking me to go on dates instead of me, the opposite way around.
Okay, so what I'm hearing now is that you wouldn't mind taking a step back and letting him take the reins a little bit, and you feel that would take a lot of the pressure off of yourself.
Yes.
And you would like him to step up and take the lead in some of these things that you are doing and would like to do?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm feeling.
Okay.
What I'm hoping will happen.
Okay.
That's exactly it. Yes.
And so what else can you tell me about the relationship?
Okay. Well, I told you we athletically we do a lot of things together, but as far as what we used to do, we had this thing, we'd always pick a new restaurant, like once a month, a new restaurant, and we weren't allowed to get anything that we recognized on the menu. So if we went to a French cafe, you can't just go and get a panini. You have to get something that you can't really pronounce, that you have no idea what it is. And that was kind of our way of broadening each other's horizons and getting each other to try new things. So I would like to pick back up on that now that I'm thinking about that. Wow.
Now
I
that
totally forgot that we used to do that.
Now, when you started talking about that, you sat up in your chair like you're ready to go and just really anxious to do that. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited now. I totally forgot that we used to do that. That was back in our college days. Here we are, 40 years old.
And sometimes we forget,
Yeah.
So, well, tell me, how are the jobs going? Last time you were here, you mentioned that you both had two brand new jobs starting at the same time.
Yeah, his was a promotion, and he's loving it. He's not loving the stress that comes with it, though. He's loving that he gets to call the shots, but he is not liking the fact that he is in charge of more and more paperwork rather than being on the field like he used to be. He works for FP&L, so he loves being out there working on all of their machines and making sure all of the levers and stuff are good. But now they've got him in an office, and he's not used to that. He's used to being the active one. He's used to being the one going to fix the problem rather than having someone else fix it. So I think in a way that may have had a lot to do with, I guess the added stress that I was putting on him, with our relationship. As far as my job goes, I love this company so much more than